Hello and welcome back to Noggin Comics. If you've been keeping up with us, we've had the two unboxing videos. The Very Gary Comics one that we dropped 2 days ago, or whenever you watch this, a couple days back. And the Frankie's and Victor Dandridge unboxing. But today we're going to go through our reactions, interactions, and the haul from New York Comic Con. So we're just going to dive right into it. How did you feel about New York Comic Con? What was your reaction to it?
It was awesome. It was really fun. It was cool to see, not everybody back together because there was only a certain amount of people there. But, just to see, people coming out, cosplaying, just being together, I guess.
I mean, yeah, and I agree. There was moments that we felt like New York Comic Con, this wasn't New York Comic Con. And the artist that we went with, Jaime Coker and his wife, they just kept comparing it to C2E2, why was going on. And we've been to C2E2 multiple times.
Yeah.
And that is another great show, another show that we highly recommend you going to. But after the show was over, the more we started thinking about it, the more we realized this was one of the best shows I've ever been to. We've been to C2E2 before, and this reminded us of C2E2 but better with the interactions and, obviously the hall. I mean, because you've got a pretty big hall here. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about the hall and almost make it like a linear storytelling of New York Comic Con. And I think it would have been a better show. I think this would have been a great show if Marvel, DC, Image, and Boom, and others were at this show. But when Whatnot and eBay and Dragon Ball had the biggest booth. Yeah. But then again, we got some cool pictures at the Dragon Ball exhibit. So, but we're based out of Minnesota. So Minnesota to New York, you can imagine how long of a drive that was. I don't drive, but she does.
It's not,
So she drove some of the way there, and how would you say the drive was?
I mean, I drove a few hours at night, so it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad. Gary, Indiana?
Yeah. Don't go there.
Yeah, we had to make a pit stop in Gary, Indiana, and that was a little interesting, for lack of a better word. But we left on Monday, and Tuesday we ended up in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Yeah, we went to see the Secret Stash.
Jam Silent Bob's Secret Stash. And we got to meet one of the guys from Comic Book Men. Mike Zapsik. And he was great. He was awesome. Him and Jamie, they talked. They kicked it off. They seem like best friends, honestly. We talked a little bit to him. But this one decided to talk him down in something, which we'll get to soon. But we're going to start off by the haul that we got at Jam Silent Bob.
All right. You want to start yours?
I'll start with mine. So, obviously, with the Disney Plus show coming out, I had to pick up Moon Knight #2.
Sticker's still on there, but...
You can see how much I spent for it. But I had to, and it was one of those things, I was at the Secret Stash, I had to buy something. But, then you head into the back area, and they have signed Kevin Smith stuff. And I'm not the biggest fan of the story arc, but it's Spider-Man and Black Cat #1, and it was signed, so I had to get it. And Kick-Ass and Hit Girl in Hollywood is signed by Kevin Smith as well, and that's the only one we don't have. Yeah. Right. So. Yep. And then the last thing that I got, because now she's gonna go on to what she got. I got Cryptozoic Man by Brian Johnson and Walt Flanagan. Yeah. Both from Comic Book Men. And I'm actually really intrigued to read that. And hopefully I can get to reading it before the end of the month because I feel like it'll fit perfectly into the October horror.
Oh, yeah. This is real gruesome.
Yeah, it's very gory. So, but, yeah, so... What did you talk down Mike Sapp about?
Well, I didn't, it was...
You talked him down.
Well, it was also Jamie that helped do it. Yeah. But, so this is, excuse me, 1 through 18 of Star Wars Legacy, which is, I think it's the final chapter of Star Wars Legacy from Dark Horse.
2014, I think.
Yeah. So, 1 through 18, all single issues in their glory. So it was priced for $50. I'm like, oh, I'm being a little frugal. I'm like, maybe I could do lower.
You were scared.
So, yeah, he comes back out, and Jamie's like, yeah, she's wondering, she really loves Star Wars and all these, she's collecting all these comics, and could you maybe make a deal? So he said, no, well, it's already a good deal, but I could do, was it $45, no tax? I'm like, okay, I'll take it. So I was already going to buy them, but...
And how much were they worth when you figured out afterwards?
It was like double that price.
$108 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
That you got for $45.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but it's only part of the legacy story that I haven't read yet.
And you talked down on the comic man, so you got that going for you. But hey, he was a good guy, and if we're ever in the New Jersey area again, Red Bank, we're gonna stop off again.
Oh yeah.
We also visit the original location.
Mm-hmm.
And
a few blocks away.
Yeah, it was a few blocks away. I kind of wish it was open so we can visit it, but we visit that just from outside. But then the coolest thing happened was while at the Secret Stash, Mike told us that we can visit the place that Clerks 2 was filmed. Not Clerks 2, Clerks 1 and 3 were filmed.
Yeah.
And he gave us these instructions, which seemed very short. They were not, because we seemed very lost by the time we got to it.
Yeah.
But we ended up taking pictures at the Quick Stop, and I had to go in and buy something there. So
some snacks.
Also, we didn't realize that the Smodcast house or podcast area was right next door to it. So that was really good to realize too. But since we're talking about Star Wars, let's just talk about the Star Wars stuff you got while at the show.
Oh yeah. I'll start with these. I got
another whole series
1 through 4 of Splinters of the Mind's Eye, which I still haven't read the actual book of, but yes, one of them's back to back. There we go. So all of those, and then oh my gosh, I don't have enough table space.
Oh, you can put that here.
And then just a single issue of Empire because it's a cool cover.
Yeah, well, then code price, I think that was actually going for a good chunk.
A really cool Kenobi, like Obi-Wan shot on this cover. And then, let's see, 1 and 2 of Tales of the Jedi. A little spin-off that I don't know if I have or not.
You didn't. That's why I was going through the ZOZ app.
Oh, and then I also got this at the Secret Stash. This Star Wars Underworld trade, which I did not have. Old Dark Horse trade. And then at the con, I found this Jedi Council trade. It's a cool cover. And I have some of the single trades like this, and then like one of the Epic collections, but this is the Clone Wars
keep getting those.
Volume 3, and look at that Anakin. It's so that's what all of the Star Wars, and then the last one I got was this exclusive, I think, variant of War of the Bounty Hunters 1.
David Nakayama.
Yeah, and Charles was there. Charles Soule was there. He signed it, and he wrote on it, "Just a simple man making his way in the universe." So I thought that was pretty cool. The Boba Fett cover.
So,
yeah.
Just something that I just realized going through that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Dark Horse Star Wars or Marvel Star Wars or more?
Well, I've read more of the Marvel Star Wars stuff, so I'll know more once I have read more of the Dark Horse stuff. Like I gotta crack open the Old Republic omnibus. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, should we just kick off as the highlight of New York Comic Con?
Oh
yeah. Funny.
Yeah.
So was this day 2 or day 3? This is Saturday, right?
So day 3.
Day 3. So we're gonna go forward just a little bit. So in front of it right now is, well, just show it, I say.
No. Everyone knows it's coming back. So Saga. This is the cover for issue 55. It's not a comic. It's just
a print. But signed by Fiona Staples and Brian K Vaughn. But the funny thing is though, is that we went unprepared.
Yeah.
We had no Saga issues. Nothing that Brian K Vaughn to sign.
Yeah. He signed that upside down.
So the one thing is, like, this was the untypical New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
I went upstairs because Artist Alley's downstairs. The show floor is upstairs. She sent me up there to find issues of Saga. And I kid you not, by the time I got back, she was still one of the only people in line.
I just love this cover too.
So,
there's no bad cover of Saga.
no.
And like we have the second printing of #1
If you would have grabbed that.
So.
But.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't think of it.
Didn't think of it, but,
But I did call that, he had a very special guest at his panel, and Fiona Staples wasn't there, but she was remoting in on Zoom.
With a baby.
And yeah, it kind of spoiled it before
it
came out. But
it was one of those things there where it was like, oh.
I was right. It's coming back, and they were like, "Is it coming back in the spring?" No, it's coming back in January. So
yeah, double issue, $2.99, no variants. So that should make your shop really happy.
For 54 more issues.
Yeah, so what was it, 109, 108?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was probably the biggest highlight. Me and Brian K Vaughn. The dude was so nice too. But let's keep the independent train going. Let's grab that pile right there.
Oh God, I have like 5 piles.
And we can put this with it as well. Keep the stuff together.
Yes.
Get us that. So, Jaime Coker is a part of MB Artist, and one of the people that he's teamed up with is Francine Delgado. And we loved her artwork. We got a Star Wars print from her, a couple months back.
On Star Wars Day.
On Star Wars Day. And we're going to share the Blackguard print that we got from her in a picture. We have it on the wall currently. But we didn't know she had a graphic novel out.
Yeah, it's called The Comet. This is volume 1. She signed it down here. Yeah, it just looks really good. I'll show you some inside.
And you were talking about some of this is Sweetheart too?
Yeah, there's like a really cool page. So. I mean, yeah.
Actually, when you move it, the eyes kind of sparkle too.
Yeah, even the eyes on the cover get a little sparkly. You can't see it though. Yeah, it's basically like this teenage character who's trying to go through life. And yeah, something about like evil demons. So I'll find out. Possession, yeah. And then she gave us this cool little sticker sheet.
Well, she gave us these stickers when she found they were helping out.
Yeah, like you have Kitty Pryde, Storm,
the X-Men,
Rogue, Phoenix. And they're stickers, so. And then, but I don't want to take them off.
Then we got her sketchbook.
And then her sketchbook. Let's just see what we got in here. So yeah, she does. There's a She-Hulk pinup, roller derby.
Well, and then we also decided we also bought the TMNT print that she had.
Scarlet Witch.
So when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles print, and we decided to gift that to Mind's Eye, your comic shop. So
yeah.
You could put that on the side actually. The next one though is actually a funny story.
Yeah.
So we spent quite some time at Scouts booths because we've been loving what Scouts doing, and while waiting in line for Brian K Vaughn, so this creator Heather Hale came by, and we didn't know who she was, and then she gave us this little thing that had it's on back one of these.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So gave us this like pull tab that had a phone number on back of it.
Yeah.
We just show it from back like that.
Okay. Well, it's this little like phone number.
Yeah, and you call it, and it is actually a vampire babysitter.
Yes.
It's that cover.
So this is unlocked. If you found it, but she gave us one, but she put them all over the place in New York, and then there's this cover that she made special. Babysitter wanted for a vampire. Well behaved, well paid. Call for inquiry. She said she got
voicemail's hilarious.
Like almost 200 calls.
But the funniest thing is, though, before we even met her, we ended up buying this ash can.
This is like a normal ash can cover of She Bites.
And we were very much in like one thing you realize is like I was very much in a horror type of mood. Mm-hmm. This book is actually by Andy Serkis, co-written by Andy Serkis, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's like a Medusa.
Yeah.
Eternus. From the Scout.
Can't wait to dive into that.
And then you got Count Draco, Knuckle Duster.
So, just your creepy ass cover. And this next book is like, I'm a huge fan of Blackploitation and Grindhouse, so I had to get it.
Swamp Dogs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was from the Scout booth. Mm-hmm. And then
right here. This is a crazy. So, I befriended Frank Gogol on Facebook, and I knew he was going to be at New York Comic Con. What I didn't know is how expensive and how sought after this comic would be. Unborn, the foil New York Comic Con exclusive.
And he signed it.
Now, when we got back from New York on Wednesday, the first book that we picked up and read was The Unborn, and it was good.
Yeah.
But to see that book going for $80, if not more now, is insane. But let's just...
this is misplaced.
Yeah.
That's okay. Why don't we talk about these?
So, we had to pick up... You can show it while I'm talking. Tuskegee Errors. And I'm a huge fan of history, so if someone's like going to mix the two, blend history and sci-fi, I had to pick it up. And the guy was really cool in my hand.
Yeah, what's his name? Let's see. Marcus Williams, Greg Burnham.
Yeah, I think it's Marcus
Williams. Yeah.
So, and I'm looking forward to diving into this. The artwork's kind of cartoonish, but the fact that it's taken the Tuskegee Airmen and turning it into a sci-fi story, it should be pretty fun.
Signed it there.
So, this is 1 through 3, and then we got the fourth
issue.
Yeah.
As well. So, yeah.
And we went from honestly not giving a crap about independent artists and creators for a little bit. Like I remember our first con, we avoided everybody, all the independent creators we avoided. Now, that seems to be our main focus.
Yeah.
So.
All right. What is next? Let's do these first.
Yeah.
So
this is gonna be you, because you fell in love with this.
Well, we just kind of happened upon this guy, who, and I want to make sure I get his name correctly, is Greg.
It's on the front page. It's on the cover, right there.
Oh yeah, Greg Anderson Alisi, I believe.
Yeah, and if you get a chance to find him on Instagram, then do the good follow.
So it's basically about Anansi the spider, and this and it's called Isnana the Were Spider. So this is the first volume, and then we had to go back the next day because I almost read all of it and got the second volume, and then he had a few other
these ones caught my
issues, like you got Showtime,
which is a
single issue. Yep, and then
this was the one that I had picked up.
You got Rawhead, and John Henry.
Oh.
And then he had this one, which is
not his own story. It's based outside of.
Yeah, outside of that universe. So
yeah, once we get caught up on the 80+ comics that we have from the last 2.5 weeks of comics.
Basically 3 weeks.
3 weeks. This is gonna be one of those things you jump into.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was unexpected here.
Yeah, so Stabity Bunny was a Scout book, but before it was picked up from Scout, this guy Richard Rivera, who we met, had these issues 1 through 6 of the bound hardcover before it was picked up from Scout, and we were able to crack a deal, and I got a few others for some people for the shop, and yeah, I haven't read it yet, and then Kyle wanted to get this Pulp Fiction homage for number 1.
It was the very last copy that he had.
So he had to get that one.
And if you know me, Pulp Fiction is one of my all-time favorite movies.
So yeah, I'm excited to actually read Stabity Bunny, and he signed it on the side, which is pretty cool. So. Yeah, I remarked it down there. Yeah. So keep going. We have a lot more to get through.
So yeah, let's go through here actually. So
this is Kyle's. Yeah. No, that's you. This is yours.
Yeah, it's mine. So, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and when I seen that this guy,
what's his name?
It's actually Eric Hudson, had a Roddy Piper graphic novel, and he has a British Bulldog one coming out soon. I had to get it, and last night I watched They Live because I found this book, and I'm like, I gotta rewatch that movie again. So. But then you got this one. Oh
yeah. So we met Megan Hutchison Cates, and this is a book from Vault that I think comes out in a week or two. Yeah. The complete series of it.
And we met Joe Harris as well.
As well as we met. Was that Joe Harris?
Yep.
Joe Harris signed it as well, and they both signed the inside. But yeah, I just picked it up and was like, wow, this looks pretty cool. I can't remember what it's fully about.
No, like it's like a musician session story.
So it looks good. I'm excited to read it. And she was really excited that someone bought it because it comes out. Well, they had it there before it actually was released.
I think the thing was like Megan was amazing.
Yeah, she's super nice.
Being right next to her husband, Donnie Cates. Donnie gets all the attention.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we avoided the entire line of Donnie Cates just to get to Megan. And I'm pretty sure she's not used to that.
Yeah.
I do wish that we would have picked up a few other prints because her artwork's amazing.
Yeah.
Going after Megan, I think this was maybe right before we met Megan.
Yeah.
This is one of our favorite stories of this year.
Yeah, so this is a trade for Maniac of New York, but it's an exclusive cover.
That has a Javits on it.
So Andrea Muti signed it, and it says to Javits Center and 34th Street, Hudson Yards. But it's just this really cool cover with the New York Comic Con.
He was also a very cool person to meet too.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my Stabby Bunny.
Bunny mask.
Bunny mask shirt. Still getting over this con crud. But yeah, this story is so good. If you haven't read it, there's going to be another spin-off story that comes out soon. It's just...
If you like slasher films, this is the book for you.
Yes.
And going off horror, I picked up this Buried But Not Dead by Dirk Manning. And cool. I was really excited to meet Dirk because I backed Butts and Seats with Tony Schiavone. And the dude was amazing to meet. And I wish we had gone back and picked up a few more things before he left New York. But the way that he has this excitement, doesn't he? Like almost this energy that is so kinetic and you just connect to it.
And this is from Source Point Press.
Yeah. They were big there this year. There was a lot of Source Point Press stuff. Keeping with the independent circuit, though, I picked up this Behemoth book that I listened to Coy Jandro a lot on this Coy cast. And he keeps talking about this book, so I had to pick it up.
Hotline Miami Wildlife?
It just looks really insane.
Huh.
So, don't know much about it. It just looks more like my type of book than your book.
Yeah.
So, and then to cap off the trades, it's just...
no, that's random.
Okay. Well, I ended up picking Volume 2 of Injustice 2 because I need it for my collection. I got to do this for me.
Alright. I'm trying to make space on the table. Our small table.
Well, this is just a desk.
Table desk.
Yeah.
There you go. What's next? All your single issues?
Are they on mine?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So let's go with this pie right
This
here.
one went crazy.
So, like I said, we got, I won't say special privileges, but since we were helping out Jamie and Trisha with their booths, very across from Victory Comics. And they had $3 comics with 7 for $20. And I instantly knew that I wasn't going crazy. The thing was, though, I didn't expect to find this book for $3.
Booster Gold.
Booster Gold, number first appearance of Booster and first appearance of Blackguard. Now, if you watch the Suicide Squad, Blackguard was played by Pete Davidson, and his name was Dick Hertz. And Nora's messing around. She goes, "No, you should find the first appearance of Dick Hertz."
Let alone, we found it.
The Wednesday before the show when we started, we found it for $3. Well, actually,
excuse me.
What, $2.20?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not in great condition. It's got some wear here.
But still, I mean, a few What If copies. So.
What if the Hulk had killed Wolverine? This
and I
is
just
from
love that
Zap.
cover. Yeah, Zap Comics.
What if Avengers had fought Galactus?
We won this.
We won this Howard the Duck cover with She-Hulk.
Which is a very nice cover.
Yeah.
So, this is going off for World War for Stargirl.
This is just random. You have the whole gem here too. It's like $1 comic.
Yeah, seriously, $1 comic cover price.
It's cool. Gotham Adventures cover.
Also, that was at Victory.
Yep.
But this cover was amazing too.
Yeah, Jay Lee, which was also there. We met him before.
What if I remember that I got that signed by him?
You got some...
Yeah, My Name's Holocaust.
Milestone.
If you watch DC Fandom, there's more Milestone coming back. Now, this is a sad story.
Yeah.
So, We picked this up. You don't need to show it. You just keep it in there.
Yeah. The cover is pretty, but the back is damaged.
Yeah, so we got the New York Comic Con exclusive of Superman Son of Kal-El.
Which is a really cool cover.
Which is going for $60 online right now.
Yeah, but it's just a cool cover.
But the back of it is ripped.
Yeah. Look at that bottom.
And
it's just damaged.
We don't know if we got the comic like that.
Yeah.
Or if it was damaged on transportation. But, man, I tell you, we were sad to open that up and see the damage.
Yeah.
But then again, though, it's like she said, it's a good cover.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a great story. And if you can get as many covers as we can of that.
You just frame it.
And then we won this.
Yeah. Doom Patrol.
They had a carnival outside that you get to race cars at. Like, remote cars. They had... was it Negative Man?
Yep.
Negative Man sitting outside, Danny the Ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
They had drag kings and queens there too, so
yep.
It was awesome. That was probably one of the funnest parts of New York Comic Con. It was right next to a Sandman, like virtual reality type of thing. That was kind of cool, but you do it once and you're done. Well, we went back, I think, 3 times to Doom Patrol. So.
Yeah.
And then to keep us the horror theme,
Marvel Zombies 2.
I just love that Maj cover.
Boop.
But yeah, these next 3 were part of the deal to get the Saga books when I couldn't find them. So this was a random issue. I think it was a 2-part
face
series.
looks really creepy.
Yeah, it's part of Marvel Knights. And then I'm a huge Ed Piskor fan now. So when I found a single issue of Hip Hop Family Tree, I had to pick it up.
And then this was free. This is NASA First Woman Comics, so figured why not? I'll read it.
And then
The Last Stack.
After a half an hour sitting with us. So if you made it this far, thank you.
Yeah, I mean we are pretty boring, but.
So I'm trying to go.
Oh my goodness.
We are modern collectors. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
So if I can get my hands on anything from the 80s, 70s, and 60s, I'm going to. Right now, she has in her hands 4 Adventure Comics with the Spectre. And these covers are beautiful.
Yeah.
And once again, this was at Victory Comics. These are $2.20 a piece after the deal. The next issue she's going to show you is probably one of my all-time favorite issues, just the way it looks. So.
Vanna White over here. And this one.
The Spectre's one of those characters I want to read more of, so I just had to pick it up. Also, I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan, and these old school covers are just to die
cool.
for, yeah.
So. And this one.
But
Into the Abyss.
The next books that Nora's going to show you is the Joe Simon and Jack Kirby Goodness Horror Time, and I realized after picking this up, I'm only 1 or 2 issues away from collecting the whole series.
Wow, so this is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You have number 1 already, right? Black Magic.
And guess where this was at?
Victory Comics.
Victory Comics. So.
Then we got number 5. Number 6. And number 7. Are you even going to read them?
Oh, yeah. Gently.
And then you got 2 House of Mystery. Let's see. Some House of Secrets.
They were extra organized.
Yeah, so let's do these 2 House of Mystery. The first one we got is 232 House of Mystery. See,
the goal is to get as much House of Secrets and House of Mystery as possible, because
and 289.
I feel like this is such a golden age of storytelling. So.
All the glare there.
And these House of Secrets are nice.
Let's see what we got for numbers. We got 107.
Oh.
House of Secrets. So such a cool cover. You got 115.
That's another cool cover too. The way that the statues coming up.
Yeah,
so
she's
cool.
just like.
So,
and then you got
Shining on us and Psycho.
120.
So.
With those dogs ready to go eat that man.
And then you have actually got that one next to it. This one.
Oh yeah.
This is House of Secrets as well.
House of Secrets with Eclipso.
This is the very last House of Secrets, actually.
Man, it's like really dented and stuff, but he just looks kind of creepy there.
Well, like this is going back with the Eclipso one we just got because we've been watching Stargirl and we need to catch up. I mean, we're what, 4 episodes behind now? 3 or 4. Yeah. And Eclipso, when the last episodes when he came out, and we're like, damn. Mm-hmm. So.
Then we got Marvel's Crypt of Shadows number 1.
So. I feel like it's a good time, you know. October, Halloween's around the corner.
And then we also got A Giant-Sized Werewolf. Mm-hmm. Number 4.
Not the Blade issue, but
yeah,
man,
so cool
I had
issue. $10.
And then this one just a random buy.
It is a really random. Forbidden Worlds. Number, I have no idea. Number 123. No, number
123. Yeah.
123.
This was part of the victory, and I think I got to the point where I had 6 comics in my hands, and I wanted to get something to get that deal.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's everything.
That was everything. We got T-shirts, of course. I'm wearing one right now. The Return of the Comic, Day of the Dead. Oh yeah, I met Danhausen. Mm-hmm. He was really cool, but you could tell he was tired when I met him.
Yeah.
Got some wrestling stuff at AEW. So this was the first show, besides the show FallCon XL, the very tiny show in Minnesota that you helped work at Mind's Eye. This is the first show that we helped tear down. Yeah. And everyone's saying this was an easy tear down, but for us, this was like, holy crap, you guys do such a heavy show? Yeah. I think I lost 10 pounds with all the walking. I mean, by the time the show was done, so this is on Sunday, we walked 60 plus miles. Yep. Granted, we went to Times Square, but by the end of the trip, we walked 60 miles. And our feet were barking, and I think this one, Nora, you got to the point where you wanted to go home, I think.
Oh, I just was starting to get tired, and I think my whole sinus headache crud.
I do think, like, if you were not traveling with Jamie and Trisha, you'd probably come home with more friends.
Yeah, I'm not crying, it's just my sinuses.
There was a lot of art that we should have picked up, but we just, transportation-wise, we just couldn't. But, this isn't all of it we got. I mean, if you watched the videos prior, we got those 7 boxes of Sweet Jokers and Frankie stuff. But all in all, I would go back to New York Comic Con in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
I mean, now we know what to expect. And with Marvel, DC, Image, and Boom all come back. Whew! That show's going to be good. So. Yeah. But yeah, made it this far. Thank you for keeping it around for probably about 40 minutes, to be honest, after I edited it. But yeah, what any of these books catch your eye? Are you excited for Saga? I mean, seriously, that was the highlight of New York Comic Con for us. But yeah, we didn't expect to meet Brian K Vaughn. We didn't expect to get Farmall Staples sign Trent. So yes. But thank you for watching, and we'll probably be back talking about the 80 books that you're going to read to catch up. Yeah. So, see you then. Also hope to be on some other shows. I mean, we're going to start hopping on to live streams, stuff like that. So, look forward to the future of what Noggin has. But see you at the comic shop.
Bye.